Good morning, all.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so in the last class, we started the functions of the parliament, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so the functions of the parliament. Which are the important functions of parliament? It has three major functions. The parliament is performing three major functions. One is to select the national government. Second one, to control, guide, and inform the government. And the third is lawmaking. These are the three major functions of parliament that we are studying in this chapter. Okay. The first one is to select the national government. Okay, what do you mean by to select the national government? First point is select which government?
Yes.
The
National government. That is the first important function of a parliament is to select the national government. Then, coming to the parliament consists of president, Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha. So the parliament consists of the president, Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha. And after the Lok Sabha election, so the last classes we are discussing that the election, a general election is contesting to the Lok Sabha, and after the Lok Sabha election, the MPs are elected to the parliament, right? And a list is prepared. A list is prepared showing how many MPs belonging to each political party. So the parliament, when we are using the term parliament, always remember it includes the president, Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha. After the election, yes.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Shah, once again.
Excuse ma'am. My voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear to everyone.
My voice big.
Sorry. Isha, can you repeat? All others, can you hear me proper?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Isha, maybe your network problem, dear. Okay, so the Parliament of India consists of
President,
President,
Lok
Lok
Sabha,
Sabha, and Rajya Sabha. Then after the Lok Sabha election, a list will be prepared, and how many MPs are belonging to each political party. Okay, how many MPs are belonging to each political party. Then who will form the government? Who will form the government? Children. Who will form the government?
Parliament.
Parliament will form the government. Are you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the okay. Okay, can you see this picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Then here, it's a recent election, that is a 2019 election result is here. And here, the different parties, NDA, UPA and others, and the number of MPs belonging to each political party. See children here, now which government is ruling India?
BJP.
BJP, it's NDA government, okay? That means it's not only include BJP and some of other parties are ruling the country. So coming to the result analysis, the BJP, how many seats or how many MPs they have?
303.
300 and?
53.
No. BJP alone, how much seats they
303.
have?
303.
3. And the SS, JDU, LJP, SJD, ADS. So a lot of parties are there and they all secured in total 353 seats. They all secured how many seats? 353 seats to the Lok Sabha. And coming to the Congress alone secured 52 seats and rest all the other parties, they got only 92 seats. Here who got the majority?
BJ.
BJP or the NDA government, right?
Yes.
They secured or the most of the MPs belonging to that party. Then here who will form the government?
BJP.
BJP or the NDA. For a political party, they formed the government. What is the majority they needed to form the government? To form the government, they need a majority of how many seats? 272 seats. What's the total strength of Lok Sabha?
545.
545. Out of that, 543 are the elected representatives, right? So to secure or to form a government, the political party must need at least how many vote or how many MPs? 272 MPs. So after the Lok Sabha election, a list is prepared showing how many MPs belonging to each political party. And for the political party that form the government, they need a majority of 272 seats out of 543. Then what happened to the two? The two are
elected.
yes, they are the elected. They are the nominated persons from Anglo-Indian community. The two people are the nominated persons from Anglo-Indian community. Okay. The rest two are the nominated members from Anglo-Indian community. Then the party which secure the votes less than the ruling party, we call them as what? Opposition party. So the opposition party in the parliament, it is formed by all the political parties that oppose the major party. All the political parties that may opposing the major political party coming as the opposition party. And the largest among these parties become the opposition party. In the Kerala, in the case of Kerala, if we are analyzing, we can see that which is the ruling party in Kerala?
LDF.
LDF, right? And which is the opposition party?
BJP and
Is the BJP is the opposition party in Kerala?
UDF.
UDF. Because BJP is also coming under the opposition party, but the party which secure the largest among the other parties which form the opposition party. Here, the largest MLAs belonging to Congress party, and it is act as the opposition party. Okay. So the parliament of India consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and the president, Lok Sabha, and Rajya Sabha. After the election, the list of MPs from each political party will be published, and from that, the party which have the major number of MPs will form the government. And what majority they need to form the government? 272. They need 272 seats out of 543 seats to form the government, and the two are the nominated members from Anglo-Indian community. Then the parties, all others parties are coming as opposition, and the largest among that is the opposition political party. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any point want to explain once again? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Then, see children, if no party will get a majority, what will happen? If no party is getting a majority, what we will do? If no party is getting a majority. Now in the picture,
Previous party will
see, here the BJP got 303 seats, right? Yes?
yes.
Suppose instead of 303, they got only 100 and instead of 303, suppose they got only 172 seats. Okay. Is it possible for them to form the government?
No.
Dikesh, is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No. Why?
Ma'am, because for forming a government, they need 272.
Yes. 272 is the minimum seat they need to form the government, right? So it is not, if they have only 172 seats, it is not possible for them to form the government. So what they will do? The parties who have the similar interest, so they will join together. If a single party find it difficult to get a majority to form the government, what they will do? They join together with different political parties who are interested in the similar concern. See, in the case, if the BJP alone, instead of 172, it's suppose 250, okay? Say, suppose the BJP have 250 seats and they alone cannot form the government. So what they will do? They will join with the other political parties who have the similar concern and form the government. Such type of government is called as coalition government. Such type of government is called as coalition government. So in some cases, no party will get a majority. That time what they will do? They will join together with
Other political
parties who have the similar concern. Who have the similar concern, they will join together and form the government. And such type of government is called as coalition government. When this coalition government will form? If a single party failed to get a majority. If a single party fail to get a majority, they will form the coalition government. The last NDA government is a coalition government, but now they have their own seats. 303 seats are there, so they can individually rule the country. But the UPA government that rule the country, that is also a coalition government, because a single party doesn't get the majority to form the government. So what they will do? They will join
Join
with
with other
other
political party
political parties who have the
of the
similar
similar
concern
concern.
or the similar interest. They will join together and form the government. Such type of government is called as coalition
Coalition government.
government. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Children, is it clear what do you mean by a coalition government?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That means if a single party fail to get a majority to form the government, what they will do? The parties
They
which have similar interest, they will join
join.
together and form the government. Such type of governments are called as
Coalition government.
okay. Then again coming to Lok Sabha. Again coming to Lok Sabha. One of the most important function of Lok Sabha is to select the executive. So the one of the most important, it is also coming under to select the national government. And the one of the most important function of our Lok Sabha is to select the executive. See, have you heard about the term executive, children? Executive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
who's
ma'am.
executive?
The person who executes the law.
The person who execute the law is an executive. Okay, any other answer?
The person who implements the law.
Louder.
The person who implements the law.
The person who implements the law. Okay. Who are these persons implementing the law?
They are called executives.
Louder, louder.
They are called executives.
Who are these people? They are called executive. Who are these people? Anyone? Executive include whom?
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. Then
Cabinet ministers.
louder.
Cabinet ministers.
Cabinet ministers. Yes, they are also coming under the executive. The prime minister and the cabinet ministers are the executive. Then only they are called executive.
Yes.
And financial officers.
Yes, the office. That means all the government servants, okay? All the people who are working in the government servants, they are also called as the executive. The civil service officers, they are executive. The people coming who are working under the governments are called as executive. But a difference is there. The political executive may be changed. After 5 years, they may be changed, but this other civil servants and the others may be their post may be for a particular tenure, right? Maybe they are elected, their age may be till 60 years they can work, or till 58 years they can work. But the political executive may be changed. So one of the most important function of our Lok Sabha or parliament is to select the executive. So here the executive include the prime minister and the other ministers. They are called as the cabinet ministers. Another important function of parliament is to select the executive. The executive include the prime minister and the other cabinet ministers. Okay. They will work together to implement the laws, and the prime minister is the leader of the ruling party in Lok Sabha. This Prime Minister is the leader of the ruling party in Lok Sabha, and the MPs from that party become the cabinet ministers. Now the BJP government is ruling our central government, right? And the ministers are from which party? Our finance minister or our home minister or foreign affairs minister, all they are selected from which party, children? Any other from Congress party?
No.
The BJP, the prime minister is from the BJP party. Then all the cabinet ministers are from which political party?
BJP party.
From the BJP itself. That means the MPs, these MPs become the ministers and they were from the same political party. Okay. All these MPs, the party which secure the majority in the election, they will form the government, and the MPs from these political parties become the ministers, and they are dealing with different subjects, maybe agriculture or industry or civil aviation or related to foreign affairs or finance or home affairs or external affairs. So lot of departments are there and they are working there. Health ministry is there, education is there, finance is there. So many departments are there under the government and they are working as head of that departments. Clear? About Lok Sabha. So, coming to Lok Sabha, revise the points what we discussed now. First one is, the first important function of parliament is to select the
national government.
to select the national government. To select national government. To select the national government. And here the parliament consists of wait. Abhiram, the parliament consists of
Rajya Sabha
Rajya Sabha
and Lok Sabha.
Lok Sabha, and one more person is there.
Judiciary.
Abhiram. Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and who will help him?
Ma'am.
Okay, Albert.
Ma'am, President.
Yes. Abhiram, clear? The President, Lok Sabha, and the Rajya Sabha. And Abhiram, Albert?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
forming a government, what majority a political party should need?
272 seats.
272 seats. And the party which secured less than 272 seats, they will form as?
Coalition government.
Suppose if a party failed to get a majority to form the government, what they will do? The party.
Ma'am, the other parties will join their party.
Which type of party?
Same concern.
Yes, that is important. Okay. The parties which have similar concern will join together and form the government. And who's act as the opposition, Tom?
Congress.
How? I'm not asking the party.
And the other parties which have more seats.
The party which secured the majority, they will form the government. The rest, all the parties are coming under the opposition party. And among them, the party which got majority will act as the opposition. Okay. Then one of the most important function of this Lok Sabha or the parliament is to select
The executives.
the executive. And who's the leader of the ruling party in Lok Sabha?
Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister and the other cabinet ministers, they will deal with the different affairs related to the country. Okay. The parliament includes Lok Sabha and one more is there, that is Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha we can explain in the next class. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. One more period we have, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That time we can explain. So before that we can take the attendance.